Let's go. Sucking means all we know.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Kansas City Chiefs on Monday night.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL. It's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
What a start here to the ball game. You get the good kick return, followed by a quick first down through the air. If this defense isn't careful, they might be looking at a deficit before they know what hit them.
A quick throw caught by Rice. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive first down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. They'll run with a rookie from UCLA. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and 2nd in black and gold.
And Carr continues to produce good numbers on paper. He completed over 68% of his passes last season while also throwing 25 touchdowns to just 8 interceptions. But as impressive as those numbers are, the numbers he's seeking, big numbers in the playoffs. And we expect him and his team to be back in the playoff mix when January rolls around.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. 2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Now Carr. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Probably a little bit of a surprise call there on 3rd and inches that they decided to throw the football. And how difficult is that for an offensive line when they look up and see all those extra bodies coming at them?
Tons of bodies coming in. They get a huge sack there. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Here's 2nd and 3. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now after the INT, it's Carr. He lets it go deep for Olave. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Pitch and catch to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's Carr. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Williams. is in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You think back to 2022 with Detroit, Jamal Williams just unstoppable down near the goal line. 17 rushing touchdowns, 13 of those were from 2 yards or less. He's just an absolute battering ram down in this part of the field, and he finishes off another drive in the end zone.
Blake Groupie now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On play action, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now it's Mahomes again. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. To throw, it's Carr. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. To throw is Carr. And his throw here is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Perry on the move to the right. Carr to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense and Rashee Rice headed back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender his way because whatever they've done, it has not worked in this first half. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now 2nd and 5. Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And Kelsey's going to have a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to the 39. 9 yards that time.
Well, that's certainly familiar. Kelsey making the catch and picking up a first down. And he continues to produce at a high level here in his 12th year in the NFL. He's topped 90 catches in each of the last 6 seasons. And barring something dramatic happening, there's a good chance he'll make it 7 straight when it's all said and done.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. That is incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8. Now Carr. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Carr now to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Here's Groupie for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They fake the give. Now Mahomes finds his man. It's Kelsey on the crossing route here. Look at the big fella go. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to. And they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Now Carr. He'll find Shaheed out to the right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. In motion, the tight end. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll take this to the 46. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Into the hands of Perry, complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mahomes. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I know nowadays they give a lot of guys different things when they get to the sidelines after creating a big play, but just throw a cape on this guy because he single-handedly ended multiple drives. Interception earlier, sack on 3rd down. Really should have a better game plan installed for how to contain him because he's affecting this game in so many ways.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Kid had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and a couple. And the slot man goes in motion left. Carr going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there.
Real estate's been pretty hard to navigate up the middle, hasn't it? Been real tough for them to run the football.
Another example there, but when they try to bounce it outside, the numbers have been to the advantage defensively there, too.
Yeah, once they took care of the middle, that allowed those linebackers and secondary guys to run to the ball and the perimeter.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. On play action, it's Carr. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Carr. The pass caught by Olave. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Carr. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Groupie able to add the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
And this is what they're going to need more of. It's the 3rd quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose. And that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Mahomes going to throw. No hesitations. They go right back to Kelsey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mahomes to throw once more. Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And again, it's Mahomes. That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So now a big spot here as the Chiefs will indeed go for two. Mahomes will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Michael Dana in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. A front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Carr to throw. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 65 yards. And the Saints use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Groupie for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The home team's offense and their wideout getting set to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been the star of the show as they have just had absolutely no answers for him defensively. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes. Almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Now here's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That's caught right side by Worthy. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now 1st and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams.
And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
3rd down and 6.
Now Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
Carr down to a knee, and that ought to just about do it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, They saw. They conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Kansas City.